Hello. So we're going to be getting started on day 33 of blueprints. Before we do, I wanted to highlight some of deductions or guesses, ideas that I'm exploring at present based upon clues that we've examined and that I've rethought about and stuff. So let's talk about, first of all, let me show you over here. I haven't been sure what to do about this note, like the way it says X goes to Y, goes to Z, goes to A, goes to B, goes to C. I mean, it's on the same page, and therefore, it's in reference to this information here. And so, like, red cover book, page A, word X, green cover book, page C, word A, violet cover book, page B, word Y, and blue cover book, page Z, word X. It's hard to see, but I'm pretty sure that is an X. If it's not an X, it's a Y, but I'm pretty sure it's an X. And I was like, so what's this mean? Well, here is my newest thought, because see how the word, this is underlined, and this is in a square where it leads up to over here, right? But you see how library is just circled and it doesn't have a pointing arrow anywhere? It's just the circled word. So if we believe that library is the significant word in this book, okay, and this book is a new clue, which is an anagram of Uncle Aw. I mean, that is a true statement. A new clue is an anagram of Uncle Aw, right? And this is Violet, right? So what this would be, so Violet is page B, word Y. So if we postulate that this circled word library is word Y on page B of a new clue, then if we go up here, at first I was like, that doesn't make sense, right? Because if we look at a new clue, here we go. Library is, it's hard to see. But it's right here. Okay, it's this word here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the seventh word on this page. And we had a further note that told us that page counts start on the title page. So this would be page 1, right? So let me decrease this and show you page count. So we got 1, 2. Let me slide this all the way over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the seventh, library is the seventh word on the 10th page. So how do we make that line up with the idea of being page B, word Y, right? I mean, that, how do we make that line up? Well, we can if we interpret this as the order in which letters are to be assigned numbers starting at some initial value. So if we say that the X is some number, and then Y is one number greater than that, and Z is one number greater than that, and then B and then C. Well, we are told that we are looking for word Y. Well, if library is the word we're looking for, and it is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th word, then if Y is 7, that would make X6, Z8, A9, B10. Well, this works really well for this because Violet, the Violet book, A New Clue, page B, 10, and this, you see, would be 11. Page 10 word 7. So that it leads to library, which is circled. So that is my current, that was my current thinking. I was like, oh, cool. So X, Y, Z, A, B, C gives us the sequence 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now we know that, oh, okay, the red prints we're looking for page A, which is just page 9, word X, which is just page 6. Okay. However, I immediately ran into a problem, because the problem I ran into, I mean, I still think it's probably right or correct, but the problem I immediately ran into is that if we look at the stack of books, Draft the Skies is a blue cover book. There's just no getting around that. It is blue. And this is an anagram of the fixed stars. In fact, we are essentially given that. We are told that that is the case. If we look here, right, and we look here, right on the board, Draft the Sixes, which is this book here, is anagrammed out to shifted Xers, but it's also anagrammed out to the fixed STA, and then if you use the remaining letters, it's stars, the fixed stars. So we got the fixed stars. We've got I've made screenshots of the copy from the observatory and the copy from the library, and they seem to be identical copies, both these books, whether, the library copy or the observatory copy, they seem to be identical. Okay. But I will use the library copy because, more official, the more official copy. Okay. From the library. So it should be just a matter of, oh, okay, well, I know I then can decode that I'm looking in the fixed stars, it's page Z, word X. Z is 6, 7, 8, so page 8. And then word X would be page 6, so, or word X would be word 6. So the 6th word on the 8th page in the fixed stars should be what goes right here. Okay, here's the issue I immediately run into, though. We were told that you start counting on the title page. We were told that very clearly right here. Assume page count starts on title pages. Assuming page count starts on title pages. Okay, we are told that very explicitly. Great, that's awesome. So if I do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 8th page, or page Z in our substitution code, right? But then we're told to look for word 6. I don't see 6 words on here. I see 1, 2, 3 words, not 6 words, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it could be like start here and just move on over to cross. But that seems unsatisfactory to me, because that should just be a different, that should be page A for 9, right? And some other letter for like 3. What would be nice is if this was page 8. If this was page 8 and we were told to, page Z, and we were told to look for word 6, word X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it would be the word for, F-O-U-R. And that would make maybe some sort of sense. Okay. But that's not how this lines up. No matter how I count this out, this is always page 8, this is page 9. So then I was like, okay, well, these pages have page numbers, right? Like numbers up here in the corners. They're not necessarily page numbers, but they are numbers in the corners of the pages. So if I go, oh, okay, well, 8 refers to this, then it would be this page. But again, this page does not have 6 words. It doesn't have a 6th word on it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 words. So then I was like, so what if library, the circled library word is a red herring, and that's not actually the correct word to extract. So what if you still go in this numerical sequence, but you just start at 1? So what if this is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Well, we land on the word for the fixed stars in that case. The word we land on is not a useful word because if in that we are looking at page 3, because Z would be 3 in that, 1, 2, 3. And then word X would be 1, and it's just the word this. Well, having the word this right here doesn't really help. Like, it doesn't seem like any clue, any read out clue, because I'm thinking the clue is going to be read out in the sequence of this. Or maybe it's read up this way. But if it's read this way, the clue would not end in the word this. That's one problem. The other problem is when I go back to apply this to a new clue, page B, if B is in fact page 5, we run into the opposite problem from before, because if I go to a new clue and I go to page 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's a picture. There's no, and then we're looking for word Y it was, or word anyway, you're like for word 2 or something. There is no that's not really a thing here, right? That I can tell. Like, this page just has this picture, and there's not really an order to these words to where you could say this is the second word on the page. It's right. So that doesn't feel correct. And I do like the fact that library was circled. So I like the initial interpretation. I just can't get it to work with the fixed stars. So I'm still having to figure that out, because another approach would be that this is the correct interpretation for this book, but that each book is going to have a different numerical like sequence for X, Y, Z, A, B, C, but there needs to be some clue what that numerical sequence is, right? So if this is the correct sequence for a new clue, and there's some different numerical sequence for these letters when looking for the word in the fixed stars, we need to know basically what's the starting value for X. If it's not always 6 and it's not always 1, there has to be some clue to tell us, okay, the starting value for X for this book is this number, and for this book it's this other number, and for this book it's this other number. So I haven't figured that out yet, but that's a thought. So I'm working on that. We want to find the library and request rum and rune for numerous reasons. We got runes that we want to decode and everything. Plus we want to get get all the pictures so we can look at them with magnifying glass, and also put that into the puzzle here. We also want to find the bunk room, which I think has a copy of the Red Prince that we also need to take pictures of and read again. Another thing we're working on is the checked corner case room. So I haven't not been able to draft the patio again yet, so I'll try to do that today. But the others, the reading nook, the office, and the pantry, gave us these lowercase words: beside West Bridge. Since this is something beside West Bridge, When I start the day and I go over to do the outroom, we cross a little footbridge, and that's on the western side of the estate. I am going to be looking to things to beside that bridge. So see if I can find something without even knowing necessarily what this word is, right? Just it's something beside West Bridge. So I'm going to be looking beside the West Bridge today. So don't be surprised about that. The other things is in the office, there was this office note. Yeah. In the office is this note here, and it's got a list of like books, and this is in red, 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 and this one's in black. But this refers to a queen, a count, a lord, 2 barons, and 1 major. That is exactly what we get out of the bus in the foyer. The bus in the foyer has 1 queen. I mean, she's not, this doesn't say queen. I don't know if this is an anagram or just a different language, for a name, whatever. But she's wearing a crown. She's a queen. It has 1 queen, 1 count, 2 barons, so barons plural, 1 major, and 1 lord. So I don't think that's a coincidence. I believe this list is referring in part, one interpretation for this list of books: Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Hearings of the Major, or Hearings of the Major, right? Because it's that's a homonym for hearings as hearings. And major, we were told major key, right? Now, and let's go back to those busts, and I'm going to show you a couple interesting things. First of all, keep in mind count and major. Okay, March of the Count, Hearings of the Major. When we look at the count, which count is it? Count Gates, Count Isaac Gates, March of the Count Gates. And we had this other note, right, or on in a new clue, which told us, this one right over here, told us, hey, Gates by homonym association, Gates is associated with the gait of an animal or a person. So count gate. And then we had that clue. If we count, we have this clue. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. So does small gates mean small gates with Gaits? And is that 14 or 18 from the drawing room pictures? Because if I go back to the drawing room pictures, I know I'm going kind of quick, but I want to start the day. I don't want to completely bore you, but I'm just showing you things that I've been ruminating over. If I go back to the drawing room pictures right here on the walls, there are measures of their gates, right? And so this is a large gate and like a medium gate, and another like maybe medium-ish gate, but like this stooped over man, he seems to have the smallest gate. And then this woman in a dress, her gate is either the same size as the man's or slightly longer. He's definitely got the shortest, and then she's either equal to or slightly longer. So I don't know if we should count her gates or not. But if I count only his, there's multiple occurrences of this guy in multiple shots, right? Going multiple different directions, right? But if I only count, him, right? Then I count 14 of his small gates. If I include her as having an equal gate to him, then that's an additional 4. So it's either 14 or 18. But notice it was March of the Count. Well, March could be a month. So if cracking the safe, and this note was in the office, and the office has a safe. So if this note pertains specifically because this is black and not, these red clues. If this note is specifically saying, hey, pay attention to the count bust in the foyer that's alongside these other busts, right? So this is the room, and you go, okay, which count? Oh, count gates. Go, and then small, if we count small gates, right? So, but March is also a month. It's, you march through snow and sleet and, across land, but it's also a month. It's month 3. So it could be March of the count of small gates. That's my current thought. So March of the count, does this mean 03 of some year, 2-digit year, where the two-digit year is the count of gates, in which case it would be 03 of 14 or 03 of 18. So if we encounter the office again today, which I'm going to, do if we can, I'm going to try that safe, and I'm going to try 0314 and I'm going to try 0318, because that would form a 4-digit date, just like the 1128 date, right? November of 28, March of 14 or 18 would be a very similar formatted date that might crack the safe. That makes sense to me, right? So I've noted what the book lists are and what busts that they seem to refer to, but also notice that the name for the major in that foyer is Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. So Major Key the Fourth, hearings of the major. So it could be like a major key in the form of music, right? Dead end, we've got from a new clue, dead end, that major key. We've also got from a new clue, we've got, I'm being a bit manic, I'm going kind of quick, but we've also got another little thing I want to remind you of. We've got, suspect is minor, as in minor key or minor individual, right? Versus major. But we've also got the suspect is a key. So majors and keys, and we've got a shot over again in the book itself. Over here, oh yeah, this is major split between ma and jor, and this says jor equals name. But if we look at this very closely, see how the N is like a different font than the AME? So I was wondering if AME is a substitution, letter substitution for JRR. But then that doesn't really work for lore equals word, because then, so I don't know what's going on there. I also have the fact that we have RRY / MARY are all underlined versus the ME, right? And then we have WRITE, where the R and the W are both capitalized. I don't know why they're both capitalized, but these are underlined, the E is not, right? So is what's underlined here, or letters being pointed to here, significant? There's significant things going on. It's just, it's a puzzle how to unwrap all that. I am no further. If you watched day 32 and we encountered the gallery, I took all those pictures. I took pictures of what's in the gallery, but I have no better idea of how to solve the puzzle in the gallery. Like, if I have to name these pictures, name these art pieces, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it I really don't. I mean, this could be thick. That's a 5-letter word. This is some 6-letter word. This one's an 8-letter word, and this one's a 7-letter word, but I just don't know. So not made really any progress on the gallery. But I do think I made progress on maybe cracking the office safe, maybe investigating the West Bridge, whatever's beside the West Bridge, maybe or go get more, read more books, and determine what's the significant word in each of those books. Kind of maybe crack that XYZ ABC code. So those are things that we're kind of going to be working on, right? If we come across the patio and we can draft it so that we can get the last word of that lower words, the first word of that lower words clue, we'll do that. We'll also try to revisit room 46 today if we can. Yeah, so those are kind of, current thoughts. So I was just sharing those current thoughts with you. Hope that wasn't too boring. We're going to get going on the day 33 game. I will get this started and then I will be right back. There was an individual who pointed out to me that Dugabaum is the developer of the game and Raw Fury is the owner publisher. You'll notice in my video listings and title card, I credit Raw Fury versus Dugabaum. That's only because that's how I've always done it for my board game videos. Is I just say this is a board game by this publisher because that's how you need to go find that board game if you want to buy it, right? If computer games, if they should be credited otherwise, like if I should be saying Blueprints by Dugabaum, and you can go find it, looking for by Dugabaum to purchase it versus by, going to the publisher to try to purchase it, you can let me know in the comments. But I did have an individual point out to me that, they thought it was odd that I was crediting the publisher versus the developer. But it's just out of habit of how I do my game videos. I just generally say this game from this publisher, that's where you can go buy this game, right? Or that's who you can go buy this game from, right? That's just habit more than anything else. Okay. All right. Let's start day 33. I will be right back. Oh, I'm back, obviously. Sorry. I didn't announce when I came back. Our allowance is up to 9 today, which is nice. So, like I said, eighth thing, I am going to, I always do the outbuilding first. And day 32, I spent some steps unlocking room 46 from the basement before I started in the house. I'm not going to do that as much. I'm not going to try to do that today. The reason being is because if I do get close to the, I may have, because that may have been a waste of steps. This is me looking for something beside the west gate, per that clue I was talking about. So I'm like looking maybe for something etched in, maybe into wood or into stone or a floating object or something, right? Something beside. If this is the west bridge, if this is the west bridge, or it's the only bridge I know about it on the western side of the estate at the moment, then I'm looking for something beside it that would be of interest. But oh yeah, so day 32, I may have wasted some steps by going underground and unlocking the door to room 46, as I didn't end up getting to the antechamber. So I'm not gonna. I don't have extra steps today like I did day 32. I had 20 extra steps from Asana the day, and from day 31. I don't have those 20 extra steps a day, so I'm not gonna spend extra steps right now. Plus, I can always go through the foundation if I can connect to the foundation. If I can connect to the antechamber, chances are I'll be able to also connect to the foundation and just go down that way, if need be. I was really, really, really hoping there'd be something beside this west bridge. I mean, beside West Bridge, the patio room will have some word, and then it says something beside West Bridge. Like, I assumed it was going to be like, look beside West Bridge, and I'm looking beside West Bridge, right? I know, I'm boring you. I get it. But I need to try to be thorough. All right, I was really hoping for some big revelation. I was like really excited to do this part of it. I was like, I know enough of it. I don't need that first word. It's something beside West Bridge. There's only one bridge. It's this bridge right here. I'll get in the game and I'll find whatever the clue is. Not so much. I have not outsmarted the game. Okay. I will give this up for now. And go do my outbuilding. Okay. I say that while I'm still looking around. I say I haven't given up, and yeah, I still put you through it. Okay. We have some coins. Let's make an offering to the shrine, because we've only experienced one kind of blessing. Let's see what other kinds of blessings there are. Right? I mean, we have a list of blessings from a note or a book or something we read, but we haven't experienced them. So let's experience, and blessings last multiple days, so. Let's do 4 coins and see what kind of blessing that buys us. You have received the blessing of the High Roller. Each time you draft a shop room, gain 1 reroll die. Gain 5 extra coins each time you roll the reroll die. Okay, nice. And that blessing will last for 3 days. Very cool. Okay. So, alrighty. Cool. All right, that's a nice blessing to have. Alrighty. And we've got that for the next 3 days. So that's an advantage to blessings over other outbuilding or shrines over other outbuildings is its benefit lasts for multiple days. So I don't have to do a shrine every day. In fact, I probably can't do a shrine every day. It's not an option every day. But I'm still annoyed. There should be something right here beside. Seriously. There a different bridge? I don't know. Okay. There's not a bridge down here that I'm forgetting about, right? No, because like that thing over there is on like on the east side of the state. Whatever. Okay. It's a mystery. Still remains a mystery. Alrighty. That's let's start over here. Oh, gallery. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the gallery just because let's see if it's the same or different paintings. That the image has those same paintings, so hopefully it's the same paintings. But that gives us something to work on today. Is maybe because I have less time pressure today. When I did day 32, I had a hard stop, but I don't have a hard stop at the moment. So it is the same artwork. Okay. So this is a solve it once kind of puzzle, probably to get whatever's in those treasure chests, versus a different puzzle every day, like the parlor or the billiard room, right? This is maybe a solve it once room, meaning it's meant to be hard. I mean, I would call this piece thick, I guess, but I don't know what that has to do with like comet or prison chains. And I don't know what the difference in the K is about or the reflection is about. P-U-N-I-S. So this is too few letters for punishment. And we already know it's not damnation. I'm going to go ahead and put in thick for the moment, just because I don't have a better thing to put here for the moment. It has the letters to let me do thick, so. Okay. See, these little plates, I think they tell us the same thing every time. Christopher Manson, born 1954, acrylic and oil on canvas, collection at Mount Holly. I think that says that on every single one of these. Now, a question becomes, who is Christopher Manson? So, it's not necessarily a name I'm familiar with, but we did have a picture of suspects list. I'm looking at it now on my other monitor, the suspect list from A New Clue. Yeah, none of those names is Christopher Manson, so okay. I could do like first and second. EVENTH, and then seventh, but not third. Let's see if I can do first. It doesn't look like there's a S here, so I can't do first. So it's not like first. It's not first, second, seventh, and then like 11th or something like here. Like they're not just like, that kind of thing. But, is there are they just numbered, and is there a 5-letter number? 4 and 5 are 4 letters. 7 is a 5-letter word. Yeah, okay. 7, it's not going to let me put 7 here. 8 is EIGHT. No, I'm going back to thick on this one. Huh. Hubris, envy, lust, wrath, gluttony, sloth, avarice. Dangerous is like 9 letters, right? Yeah, dangerous is 9 letters. Forbid. Forbidden is also 9 letters, I believe. Forsaken is 7 letters. No, is Forsaken 8 letters? Let's try Forsaken. Doesn't seem to have a T. Okay. Actual objective. Sun rays. Sunrise? Oh, this was right there. Okay, it's not sunrise. I thought it might be Veritas, but I think Veritas is with an A, and the closest it lets me get is Veritas with a V. But I'm going to go ahead and do Veritas. Alexa, how is Veritas spelled? The Latin word.
The Latin word veritas is spelled V-R-I-T-A-S.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's an A, not an E. And this lets me get close. It lets me get... But it doesn't have an A here. It has an E. So frustrating. I'm moving on for the moment because, frankly, I'm bored. If I have enough steps, I'll be coming back and trying again. But I'm not. I've got pictures. So I can work on coming up with thoughts in between, game days, between sessions, because the same paintings and it's the same letter counts. What I don't have is what I haven't recorded is all the letter options for each of the spots, because that'd be super tedious to do. So I'm not going to do that at the moment. I'm playing the game to have fun, and that's just frustrating me at the moment. Okay, so we'll do the pantry. We will probably need gems today, so we could go ahead and do parlor. You know, I will want to get up here, but we can maybe wind our way back. So, plus I like the parlor games. I like logic puzzles. The gallery is super frustrating because I don't know the logic behind it, if there is any logic behind it. Okay. There are 4 boxes in this room. Well, that is false. There's only 1 box in this room. Well, that is false. So this has to be true. The gems are in the true box. I feel like we've had this one before. Is this a repeat? I feel like this is a repeat. Gems have to be in here because this is the true box. All right. There was nothing else to pick up. Okay. Attic, 8 items, requires 3 gems, and it would dead end us right there. I mean, yeah, I'd like an attic, but in like a quest bedroom. But I really don't want a dead end at the moment. So if I do the den, I get a gem. I don't dead end immediately. So I will prioritize that. Yesterday I missed a trunk that was placed in the library, so I need to once again just, you know, be more mindful of paying attention to stuff. All right, chapel would let me get over here. Bedroom takes me over here, but then I can be kind of blocked off from this direction. So let's go ahead and do the chapel, even though it's going to dock me coin when I walk through it. And we'll do this door first. Oh, patio. Yes, we need the patio. And we have the gem, so we can do the patio. We can get the last word of that thing. Ah, gave us our gem back. Awesome. I see the note. I'm going to screen capture the note. I'm just looking around everything else at the moment. Okay. Buried. Buried below, occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. Ah, so we need to get a shovel and then go back to the gate because it's buried beside West Bridge. Not look beside, but buried beside. That makes more sense. That solves everything. I need a shovel, and I can go back to the West Bridge and be confident of finding digging up a thing. Perfect. Perfect. It's perfect because it's comprehensible. It makes sense. We like to see it. So let's do patio. And buried beside West Bridge. Cool, cool, cool. Something is buried beside West Bridge. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we need to prioritize getting a shovel today, which we might be able to buy at the commissary. But there's also one in the code check room which is a dead end room, if I draft that today. But right now, Chapel does not let us go up here. We have not yet connected foundation. We're going to hope to do so, but I don't have a reroll die at the moment. So this would let me go on, and this would dead end me. But it gives me the 10 extra feet and the antechamber quest, and I do want to try to for the antechamber today. It might be a silly idea, but I'm going to go ahead and do the quest bedroom. Might be a mistake. Okay, sometimes there's an extra gem or key or something in here. There doesn't appear to be anything like that today. Okay, but we've got 10 extra feet and we've got ourselves a quest. Okay, so I need to come back here. The question is, do I do here and look for and hope for an elbow? Or do I come here and hope for like straight throughs? Right? I guess I'll just go here and hope for an elbow. Commissary is an elbow the wrong way. Hallway works. Hallway works. Alrighty. Woo. That was a bit of a gamble. Reroll dice are nice, and we can get one if we are blessed that if we draft a shop, we get a reroll die, right? So right now, let's go here and let's check out this spot here. Right here. Code check would dead end us in that direction, but we would get our shovel. Honestly, I've got door here, door here, door here. For the sake of getting this shovel, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Great. Okay, so we've got our shovel. We've got dig spots, but we also have the west gate. Exit. And there's nothing else here. I don't have an item I want to check at the moment, so great. So I will go ahead and I know I can get a metal detector or get a workshop and combine them and make this a more fortuitous dig, but I'm being lazy. Sometimes there's 3 dig spots. Looks like today there's only 2 dig spots here in the foundation. Yeah, sometimes there's like 1 right over here. Okay, so before I go higher, I want more stuff. I've only got 2 keys and things, so I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna like try to go more this way. Well, actually, I'm gonna go here. I'll go to the patio. Do I need to go to the patio? I'll hold off on going to the patio and digging up those spots because it costs me a coin to go through here. It'll be a coin and then a coin, so it costs me like 2 coins to detour over here, plus the steps. So I'll just go for here for the moment. The ability to combine items is not bad when we've got the shovel, if we can also get a metal detector. Sure, why not? Oh, look. See, we often do get a sledgehammer from the workshop. It is a very common item to get in the workshop. Not always, but it happens. Those two by them do not combine, and that is fine. But we've got a sledgehammer and a shovel. Oh, okay. Here's our issue. No matter what we do, we have blocked off here, so our only hope will be this doorway here. I could do the storeroom, get a bunch of stuff. I could do the library. I could do the music room. Let's go ahead and do the library. So, is there a trunk this time? Nope. Okay. So, I want to request For Certain, Realm and Rune by Professor R. Willard. That is a book I am eager to read. So, we will request that book. I'll do one quick spin upstairs, as is my custom, to make sure that I'm not missing anything up there. Unlikely. Alrighty. Trophy room. We have yet to draft the trophy room. I do not believe it is 5 gems. It would be all of our gems. It's a new room, but all of our gems are super expensive. Attic is 8 items. 8 items sounds cool. I realize it dead ends us here, but we could come back and do this area from the entrance hall. So the fact that we haven't done the attic before, even though it's 3 gems, with 8 items, some of those might be gems. Let's do it. Yeah, see. And a compass. And there's the metal detector that we can combine with the shovel at the workshop. Lockpick set. Nice. The attic has a white bishop. I need to note that. Oh, he's pointing a particular direction. Let me screenshot that. My screenshot hotkey for the moment is working better than it was yesterday, which was very... I apologize if you were frustrated at my frustration over my screenshot hotkey not working, acting up on me. It just is frustrating. Frustrating when my computer doesn't behave. All right. What other items? Deposit key if we find the vault. a key, a broken handle. We know broken handle is good in the workshop. Another replacement gem. Yeah, I kind of figured that some of the items would be gems. So spending 3 gems to get the attic when it's likely to give gems back is not awful. Am I missing any other items? We were promised like 8 items. Change the ending to political. Oh, okay. I'll read this here in a sec. Dear Ms. Marigold, so this would be, I think, our mother, Mary Jones, writing under the pen name Marianne Marigold. Thank you so much for giving our editors the, oh, there's a date there, April 11, 12? Something like that? Yeah. Or, thank you so much for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your illustrated children's book, The Red Prince. Unfortunately, I regret that we have come to the conclusion that although the illustrations are wonderful, we do not think the material is a good fit with Ruffington's current catalog and therefore will not be pursuing a partnership at this time. If you provided us with a return envelope, your manuscript will return to you. Otherwise, it has been recycled. Thank you again for thinking of us here at Ruffington, and do not be discouraged to submit any work you complete in the future. We wish you every success in finding a home for your book. Thomas Van Yanders, editor. Ruffington Red Publishing, Children's Book Department, 205 Consetta Court 02-117-2765. And then it has a little red note. Change the ending to political, exclamation point. Yeah, this is not a super politically free environment. We are getting the sense. Red Guard is kind of, it's a little bit of an oppressive, regime. Does not tolerate questions and stuff. Did I get all the items? I don't want to leave and be like, I missed items. What have I obtained? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 gems and a key. So that would be 8. Yes. Okay. So I think I got it all. And I have excellent stuff for the workshop, which I'll pass back through anyway. So perfect. And now I wish I hadn't already dug up the foundation, but it is what it is. I was not guaranteed to get a workshop or to get a metal detector and stuff. Okay, so broken handle plus, nope, plus, I think it's plus battery pack. It's these 2 plus a battery pack equals a thing. But metal detector, pick sound amplifier. But then I can't use it for, let's do the detector shovel. Let's do that. Cool. And then let's see. There's this. No. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, that wants the battery pack. Okay, so that's it. But if we get a battery pack, we would, be able to do something more. Okay. I'm not sure if the pick sound amplifier would have been better than the detector shovel, but I know I have spots I can dig up here. And I'm going to dig up at the bridge, and maybe having the detector shovel is better than having a regular shovel when we dig up at the bridge, right? So, why am I going back to the library? I'm just wasting steps. My bad. I'm wasting steps. Here's the thing. I can go back through here and lose money and wind my way all the way back over to here. But I can just go out the foundation. So let's do that. We're just going to leave via the basement. Because I want to do that West Bridge thing, and then I'll come back and into the entrance hall and do the, from the outside. And then I don't have to go through the chapel as much. And it may or may not be fewer steps. We'll find out. Oh, sorry. Not there. We want to go. Well, given that I'm trying to get to the antechamber today, I'm going to go ahead and go over here and unlock that door. Oh, sorry. So we'll go ahead and unlock door 46 because we can. Right. Hope y'all are doing well, and if you're still doing your blueprints, exploration and journey, I hope it's going well for you. I hope it's going even better than it is for me. I have a few friends that collaboratively work on it together, and I can see that that's a huge advantage because it is overwhelming to tackle all these puzzles by myself. But, it is what it is. If I'm going to record this, I basically have to do it just myself in order to get everything into the recording. And as much as I would like to say that I'm recording this only for your guys' benefits and you should thank me for it and all that kind of stuff, I also record it for my own benefit because then I can go back. I like watching game videos, playthroughs and stuff, even ones of my own because I'm narcissistic that way. Not narcissistic, but whatever the word is. So the point is I do go back and watch, many times, and it helps me re-review puzzles and stuff also. And be like, oh, I'm gonna go watch, day such and such, video and see what I might have missed or done wrong or could have done differently, right? So I do record them for you guys, but I also record them for myself to be quite, honest and frank about it. So now I will go up here. And go to the West Bridge, and this time though I can dig beside the West Bridge. So somewhere beside the West Bridge, hopefully it will let me use a shovel. Oh, come on. Let me dig. Seriously, let me dig. It's not going to let me dig? Buried beside West Bridge. Oh. It's not this little area. I really thought that was going to work. I really thought it said buried beside West Bridge. So I really thought get a shovel, come back here, and it would, queue up my shovel for me and go, okay, dig here. I really, really, really presumed that would be the case. I'm kind of flummoxed that that's not the case. I'm kind of like not sure what to do about the fact that didn't happen. Oh, there we go. Ah, we finally found it. It just had to click in the right spot. Okay. A small microchip buried in an old jar. Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. Yeah, it goes in Black Ridge Grotto. Nice. Sweet. So before I lose said item at the end of today, we'll go ahead and put it in Black Ridge Grotto. We'll go ahead and plug it in. And we'll have one more microchip to find. Cool. So we need another one here. Awesome, awesome. Making progress. So we'll call that a solved. We'll move that to the solved puzzles page of my notes. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in the entrance and explore like this area. Maybe retry the gallery again, and come back through and dig up our patio. I really don't know what to do about the gallery, guys. I really have no clue. It is a puzzle beyond me. Ooh, awesome. I need the commissary. Well, do I need the commissary? I don't really have a whole lot of money. I have a lot of items. I don't have a whole lot of money. The commissary would give me a reroll die. But if I do the reading nook, then it will let me do the library right here. That's sweet. Because if I can do a library, then I can immediately read Realm and Rune. Will that drive you guys nuts? Because I'll be watching me sit here and, examine every page, screenshot every page. Yes, it will. But I'm going to do it anyway. You can feel free to fast forward. I am... Ooh, magnifying glass. Perfect. I forgot that was the item I don't have and I will want for this book. So that is perfect. Alrighty. So let's get to screenshotting. It's my screenshot hotkey acting up again. It's being troublesome again, but it is what it is. I'll try not to bitch and moan too much about it. I'll try. I won't promise. I'll just try. Okay. Realm and Rune. 1905. Library copy. Okay, so let's... I'm looking for like maybe little numbers next to words and things, like there wasn't a new clue. I'm doubtful that that will be the case. I'm not talking a whole lot right now. Oh, you know what I haven't been doing? I will go back. I haven't been reading this to you. I need to read this to you. Roman Rune, Sigils of the Past and Present. Introduction. When the scholars of the first era found any hidden things, either of a natural source or resulting from the creations of man, they were accustomed to record these and various signs with the aid of figures. They did this in order that the sigils of their realm might not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They have been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of the realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, the image of a leafless burning tree seen. Okay. Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meaning. The sigil. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of four things: the core, the dividing lines, which are also known as rays, the moats, the border. Okay, so number one, the core. The center of each sigil is a unique shape, different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Okay. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we are describing. Several example cores taken from well-known sigils. We got Orenda Aries, Fen Aries, Raja, Korarika. Yeah, I think I'm saying that correctly. And Arch Aries. Okay. 2. The rays. Sprouting forth from the core will come several dividing lines, splitting the sigil into pieces. From one sigil to another, the rays will often differ in number, style, and form. Studying the differences in these lines will immediately reveal several things about the realm. Transportation, the number of rays. Counting the number of dividing lines in a sigil will reveal to us what method of transportation was prevalent in a realm. Were they a seaside kingdom that relied on ships, or a desert domain that might have employed camels to cross the sandy expanse of their lands? Okay, so then we're going to get to another page, which I will screenshot, but I will also now read them as I go along, rather than having to backtrack. Naval capability. So you got where it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rays. It looks like this denotes naval capabilities, ship routes, seaports. The 8 rays on these sigils resemble the directions of a compass rose. Perfect. Roads, streets, carriages. The four rays here look like crossroads on a map. Horseback. Rough trails. Another signal that uses four rays. However, these will always be configured to suggest a horse galloping. Got it. Train system. Locomotion. The three rays here are used in signals for realms that rely on track-based travel. Nice. Aviation, dirigibles, balloons. The five rays here suggest travel above the horizon. Okay. Camels, pack mules, arid or desert trails. Two rays to indicate a flat terrain. I pause. I'm thinking because I'm wondering if horizon is a word to check in the gallery because it said actual objective and it showed like the sun. It may have been like showing this and it's a 7-letter word and horizon's a 7-letter word. So we might give that a shot. Turtleback travel. 5 short rays that do not fully extend from the core to the border. Okay. Turtleback travel. That's a new one on me. Okay. Other than like some other authors' work, Terry Pratchett's got the Discworld series, which is the whole world is on the back of elephants standing on the back of a giant space turtle. But otherwise, I'm not familiar with turtleback travel. Okay. Weather. The style of the ray. I'm trying to get the screenshot thing working. Okay. Identifying the style of the ray used in the signal will show us what weather the kingdom considered native. Some are intuitive, like the jagged lightning-shaped lines to indicate stormy lands. So straight black lines indicate a lack of unusual or harsh weather and normal temperatures. 1 second. Reaching out a frame for my seltzer water. Foggy or misty weather is indicated when the ray has several horizontal slashes across one side. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air and blazing sun cause the otherwise straight lines to appear shimmery. A rainy realm is indicated with the rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. And notice that pouring is italicized, right? So that's different because it's the only italicized word on the page, I think. So something to pay attention to. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning-shaped ray is used. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence. Windy weather is displayed on signals by the use of bent curved lines, rays buckling under the high winds. Okay. 3, moats. On each sigil, floating between the rays are small figures called moats. From the shape and style of the moats used on a sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they consider themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. So like an asterisk is like tribal, a primitive realm, hunter and gatherers. Little egg with 3 dots, agricultural, harvest and farming based society and culture. Upside down like mountain peaks, or upside down like protruding fangs, 2 triangles pointing down. Martial, militaristic nation. Maybe those are banner, like military banner or flags or something. Marshall, militaristic nation engaging in generation-spanning wars and heated arguments. A rectangle with a little block like notched out of it, like a building. Metropolitan, large city-state with a dense urban and populous center. 3 lines next to each other. Academic, a center for knowledge advanced in various scholarly pursuits. These realms are home to many schools, universities, and libraries. Square with a dot in the middle. Industrial, engineering-driven culture with a focus on manufacturing, invention, and production. Circle, crossed by an X with a dot in each quadrant. Spiritual, an elevated reverence for nature, animals, and the forces that guide us. And then you have like a flower, petal around flower center, like a sunflower kind of, whatever, like a flower. Poetic, a strong focus on the advancement of the arts, writing, music, and language. I don't think the magnifying glass is necessarily revealing anything here, but that italicized word on the other page was curious, if not, potentially significant. Let me get a screenshot of this. 4, the border. Around each signal is an adorned edge serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. So just little circles, white. Big filled in black circles with small little black dots in between them, black. Little wavy lines, red. Straight horizontal lines separated by straight vertical lines, violet. Gear coggy notching, pink. Straight dashes going around, or just, yeah. Green. Jaggy, zigzaggy, triangularly, like zigzaggy yellow. Little separate triangles, orange, and again the little separate empty circles of equal size, white. Okay, so putting it all together. By studying the core arrays, motes, and border of a signal, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. So they're giving us the example, the signal that was like at the beginning of the book. It's for Fin Aries, the Grand Realm. Transportation is road/carriage. We know that because it's the 4 rays going this way. The weather is foggy because of the dashed lines, across the rays, like that. The society is militaristic. We know it's Fin Aries because of the center core. Excuse me. We know the society is militaristic because of the jagged banners or teeth or whatever motes, and then the banner is red because it's the wavy lines in the circle around the thing. So they're giving us an example of decoding. Awesome. So now I'm going to go, before I close this book, what I'm going to do is we're looking for page A, word X, which if it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, would be what? A would be 9. 1, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then word X would be word 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So counting. Oh, no, not word X. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's not page, it's page C, which is page 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, page 11. Page C is page 11. Word A is word 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that would be travel. If the number sequence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what would I get? I'd get page 6, word 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. Word 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like the, or if I don't count this part, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 of. That doesn't seem likely. If, however, I find the page, where's that page with the italicized word? Here we go. If this is the word I was looking for, this would be word 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 34. Word 34. Which would be and page 36. Well, I'd say page 36. It's not actually, which makes this system not work, is the point. Because it's supposed to be page, supposed to be page C, word A. So if A is, what do we say? Let's try again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So if A is 34, C has to be 36, but I don't think this is page 36 at all, right? Because if this was 36, that would be 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. No, that doesn't make any sense. So. So I'm just going to put a question mark on the column where I would put the word pouring, because if it is the word pouring, then I don't know how we get there. But doing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gives us the word travel. Let's double check that. So if I do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So page C would be page 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And then word A, which is word 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But there's also the word above in quotes. Huh. The way. All right. Well, I've got pictures of the pages, so if it, I can ruminate on this some more later. Doesn't look like the magnifying glass was needed for any of those pages or like revealed anything in those pages. I will take a look upstairs again. Again, not expecting anything. There's not a trunk in this particular library. This is a different library from the first library we drafted earlier this day. Okay, yeah, no, I can't pick up that book. It's just art. Okay, got it, got it. Alrighty then. Let's see. So then what's this will either be a dead end room or I'll connect back to the entrance hall. I'm kind of fine either way. Ooh, vault. 40 coin, but also I can use the vault key. It uses most of my gems. But if I get a commissary, I can perhaps buy more gems. Drafting Studio, select a new floor plan to permanently add to your estate's draft pool. But I want to use my vault key. I have a vault key today, so I want to use it. And I'm greedy. I want money. Give me the money. And then I don't spend it on anything, or I buy items that I don't get to use and they reset at the end of the day. But if I can get a showroom, I could buy some nice stuff. Maybe if I get a trophy room, I can see what a trophy room does. But 4 coins is a bit of cash. Or 40 coins is a bit of cash. I don't have to buy any more books. We've already opened that one and it remained open. But now we've got the key to 149. Ooh, more money. Increased allowance. Nice. Alrighty. So. Big red X. So not the Samantha Hayes identity. Got it. Yeah, we've got the identity she is using. This is the identity she's not using, but it has a clue down the side here. This is some sort of clue, like I and maybe a D or something. I think it was Vault Box 146. No, not 146, 149. That's what it was, 149. If that matters. But this is some sort of clue, right? One of those Samantha Hayes is the false admin that we are gonna let the Red Guard know about, and they log in and they get bogus information for Samantha Hayes. Maybe. I mean, is that a D? It could be less sloppy as a D. Or is it something else? Not a D. It's I. And then it's that D. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more spots for letters. Okay. Maybe there's other vault keys that we'll encounter and come here and open up more of these lock boxes and learn more things. But anyway, very cool. And we have like 65 coins. Jeez, I need a good shop. My open doorway is right here. That's it. All my hopes rest right here. So, yeah, we're gonna wind our way back. I'm going to go over here. I'm wondering if those rays, if it's horizon. Is this horizon? Or rise. No, it's not giving me a Z. So this is not horizon. Alrighty. I am not going to waste more time on this today. I mean, I have no clue. I don't like that I can't solve it, but it seems like an artsy puzzle, and I don't do artsy, to be honest. I mean, I don't know how to approach it logically. Okay, we took a coin, but that's fine. I've got lots of coin at the moment. Let's dig up these spots. Even with the metal detector thingy, it's still not great. Okay, that was a waste of time and waste of steps, honestly. All right, we're gonna go. I'm gonna run out of steps before I, yeah. I gotta be careful of that. Okay, our hopes reside. Oh, we can't get back down there because the elevator's down. We don't have a way to recall it. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I don't think I need to get back down there, but. Okay. This would spend our last gem. That's not good. Gives us more doorways, though. I'm doing it. It will have some dig spots. Probably not super useful. Oh, has a trunk, though. Give me gems. Yes. There we go. That paid for itself. That made it a smart thing to do. The dig spot was not helpful, but the trunk with 3 gems was worthwhile. So we'll go over here. We want commissary, and because that will hopefully let us buy gems. Walk-in closet would give us 4 items, which might include gems, but I've got an abundance of money, so let's set of 4 gems. We'll buy. I don't know that I need another key. We'll hold off on that. Oh, there's a key right there for free. We'll try the lockpick. Okay, we'll use the key. I forgot I had the lockpick set, so that makes keys less important, but gems are still important. Security, because then we can reduce that would let us reduce access card stuff because we don't have an access card at the moment. So, and we could do a lab experiment. So let's do that. Okay, I have not missed anything. Good to know. I'm gonna run out of steps. I need like a kitchen where I can, or dining room or something where I can buy, where I can get some steps. Okay, confirm setting. Change the offline mode to unlocked. Confirm setting. Back. Security. Log in the network. Let's do the I only have, I think, one red room in my house right now, so I could get 3 gold immediately. I don't know how many apples I'm going to be eating. Unlocking and bypassing the security door. That's the ones that are the access card doors, which I'm not super likely to do. I'm going to immediately set my dice to 2 because I'm short on steps, so I will need to re-roll for things that will give me steps. And I get 5 coins every time I use a re-roll die. So it will only trigger once, but once is better than not at all, which is a very real possibility with the other ones that they want to trigger it all. Excuse me. And where is this going to go? Oh, okay. We want to attempt the office safe. That is a thing we want to do today. Absolutely. We want to attempt the office safe. So, and then go over here to reveal the save. Okay, March of the count. Oh, no, sorry. I meant to say enter. Okay, clear. I really, really thought one of those was going to work. I honestly really, really did. Um, I was so sure that I had interpreted that clue correctly. That is so frustrating because that made so much sense. March of the count gates, count small, if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. Wow. How complicated is this puzzle? Oh, well, I mean, here I thought I was smart, and apparently I'm stupid because I don't get it. I mean, there's all these clues, and you follow the clues, and you would expect if you follow obvious clues, they would give you things, right? Okay, I need to I've got only 2 reroll die. I need feet. I'm doing this because, well, first of all, there might have been a trunk here, but there is a dig spot. Okay, that's just coins. But because I've got this lockpick kit, and so far it hasn't worked on any of the doors. Kitchen. Kitchen. Yes. We want a kitchen. Because I wanted to get up to here, so if we get a dining room, we could eat. Let's add morning room to today's draft pool. Let's do a club sandwich for now. I don't think I need more than that. I want to keep some coins for if I get a really expensive showroom. I mean, expensive, shop room. Now, here's the thing is this only works if I get the secret garden and like coming in this way. Otherwise, I have to come over here and come in. So I'd have to get a great hall. I've got these two doorways. So let's see what's going on. We'll do the observatory because it gives us some benefit, but then I'm going to be scant on gems again. Oh, duh. I'm forgetting to do my thing. Sale. Draxus the Dead. Dead-end rooms are more common today. That sucks. I should not have done that. I shouldn't have clicked it. I should not have clicked it. All right. Billiard room will at least lead there. It's not open at the moment. I'd have to get a secret garden. But this might give me a key to secret garden that I could use off of another doorway. So 12. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. Times 15 is 30. Divided by 3 is 10. 20 plus 3 is 23. Well, 20 plus 3 minus 3, so it's still just 20. 20 times 3 is 60. Divided by 6 is 10 again. Access card. Okay. So we will not be blocked by access card doors, which is nice. But it's not a secret garden key, which is what I was really hoping for. Alrighty. So we'll I'll come back through here. I'm not desperate enough yet for the to buy more food yet. There's not a whole lot more steps I could buy here, honestly. I'm really disappointed with the safe. I really thought I had small gates. I really thought I had counted the... I really thought I'd figured that out. I'm going to increase the number of access... Oh. More coins. Nice. I'm going to increase the... Oh, 19 coins places. Okay. I'm going to set the security level to high because now that I have an access card, that's better than using keys. Okay. And then may draw new floor plans, but it'd be a dead end. This is a dead end. So no matter what I do right here, it'd be a dead end, and then this would be my one and only doorway. So let's redraw. Half my feet. That sucks. I don't want to use my last redraw. Shoot. I don't think we're going to make it to the antechamber today. Don't want the freezer because I don't want to freeze my stuff at the moment. I was hoping to get a gem. Again, I'm getting a coin out of it. I was hoping to get a gem. Waste the steps. Okay. So now our hopes rely on the corridor. We can buy bananas at the commissary, and it's half off, and so it's cheap, or whatever. So we're gonna buy gems. Banana. We'll leave it at that for the moment. Okay. I pretty much have to do the passageway. I need the extra doorways. I mean, it's one extra doorway, but I need it. Rumpus room is nice. Yes, it's got coins and all that. But it's also nice for the fact that we will get to do like a fortune. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing other aspects of this room. Okay, let's do fortune.
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. Pattering steps of children running in the forest. The joyful echoes of laughter in the courtyard. I see an old man sitting in an even older chair.
Is that us?
A seed that has served many generations. Each with their own stories, each with their own secrets, each with their own endings, but all in the same chair. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay. Nice and cryptic and cool. And we get to move on. We're back down to 1 gem again. So if we do a storeroom, it cuts off this doorway and we're back to 1 doorway, but it gives us a gem. This, we can't afford the music room. So this gives us a key. This will give us multiple keys, but we don't really need keys. We need preserver gems. I could re-roll, but let's save that. So let's do this. I need like a showroom or that trophy room where I could like spend lots of money on big ticket items. You know what I mean? Alrighty. Alrighty. So Chamber of Mirrors, not super helpful unless we can get to the other side. Besides, Archives would give us doorways, but we'd be blind. I could risk a redraw here. I mean, I could choose to risk a redraw here. You'd no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. But it gives me 2 doorways. I'm doing this because I want to save the reroll die. I've got all of this information. Did I need a... I've been here with a magnifying glass before. Right? There's nothing else in here, right? Pretty sure. Okay. So we'll do this doorway first, because this is a less critical doorway. Don't want to spend a gem. So let's do... The items might include gems or a reroll die. Either would be good. So let's do that. We have a reroll die, a key. Reroll die is super useful. Okay, so now we have 2 reroll die, and we're back to 1 viable doorway right here. I need a secret garden, or I need a great hall. Or a secret passage that would let me get, you know, one of those 2. Let's redraw. We'll do this because we don't know what that is. All right. All right. So we don't want a dead end. Those are dead ends. This we don't know. So we're going to redraw. Okay, drawing room would let us proceed upwards and give us a redraw. Study would dead end us, so we want to go to the drawing room and reconsider our small gates clue. So I've taken pictures, but when I count, when I'm looking for small gates, okay, this looks perhaps... See, I can't tell if this is depicting that her gate is the same size or larger than his gate, because it's a different size photo, right? But his is definitely the smallest gate. But to be fair, there are different sizes of his picture. Is this the old chair that we're supposed to care about? It's not letting me examine this with a magnifying glass, but that might be the chair, and those are the people. If we're talking about gates of horses versus gates of people, then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 horse gates. One, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, I don't know what else I'm supposed to glean from this. I really expected my guess at the office safe to be correct, and then it wasn't, and I don't know what to do about that. But we have rerolls, so what we need is we need a Great Hall or a Secret Garden. So, dining room would connect, but if without a secret garden or a great hall, it's pointless. And I have no other unexplored doorways. And I'm out of reroll die? I am out of reroll die. Ooh, if I get... It doesn't matter if the locksmith will sell me a special key because I have no more doorways. So even if the locksmith sells me a special key, which he usually does, even if it's the secret garden key, I would not have a doorway in which to draft the secret garden. The only hope I have is that archive floor plan being something useful. I'm going to waste a shit ton of money. I have a lot of money that I'm not going to be spending on anything. That's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, I feel like I played wrong. I guess I made some wrong choices because I cannot get to antechamber today. I never saw the Great Hall. I never saw a secret garden key or secret garden. It's not like I passed up on them. Oh, furnace. Yay. Joy. Oh, that sucks. That's the final room? That sucks. Coins I cannot use. And I have a furnace and I can't even put a freezer out. Jeez. I don't understand. Gates really has to refer to the photos in this room. Okay. I'm going to go back and I'm not going to make it to the antechamber today. I'm going to go back and work on other things. I just really don't have options. We're going to go ahead and buy food because I have nothing else to spend my money on. So might as well have steps. That whole dead end, that whole getting Draxus in the observatory sucked. I should not have clicked it. I shouldn't have clicked it. It's one thing to click sale, but I should have seen, oh, that's Draxus the dead. Don't click it in the observatory, but I did. That was my bad. What could the safe code be? Count Isaac Gates. If you think I am trying every combination of March, some year 20 or below, Don't be ridiculous. That's obviously not what I am doing. I am not trying to brute force this. I'm trying legitimate guesses. Um, is it all the gates? Really count all the gates regardless of size, like all of the photo pictures, regardless of what they are. Let me just count all of the individual gates. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Nope. Okay, it is now 0300 through 0342. All right, it's not 03 through 0344. So it's not 0300 through 0345. I tried all of those. Bored you to tears in the process, but I tried all of those. That's super disappointing. I really thought I had figured out. I mean, we're in the office. The note literally says March of the count. And count gates. March is a month. It's 03. It's the month 03. January, February, March. We know they use the same month system we do because we've seen them write November and December and April and all that kind of jazz. Oh. So frustrating. With 20 steps, I could go back down to the gallery, but honestly, I'm ready to just call it. I suck. Obviously, I suck. I mean, I suck. I can't. I get clues, I make deductions, and then they don't turn into solved puzzles, and it just makes me feel. It's making me feel stupid. I'm sorry, it just makes me feel stupid. It's frustrating. I don't like that the words on the books aren't lining up. I don't like that I can't get dates. I can't get I just. They seem like straightforward puzzles, but then they lead to conclusions that don't work. And then it's like, well, then what was the point of the puzzle if it leads to conclusions that don't work? I'm not quite grasping it. Oh, well. I'm trying to think if there's anything that we need to do outside today. Oh, we could go to Black Bridge. We could try the Samantha Hayes admin code. So to get the Black Bridge, we could go back out to the foundation, go out that way. I guess we'll try that. We'll try going to Black Bridge. I really don't know what else to do today. I mean, I'm defeated. Oh, I can't go out the foundation because that's there. Yep, okay. So I need to go to the hallway, to the chapel, to the den, so forth, so on. Right, it's got a key or it's got coins. It's things I can't use. Coins I cannot use. I literally have no other doorway. Maybe I'll have better luck on day 34. We did dig up the thing by the West Bridge. We solved that puzzle. That was all we accomplished today. The only thing we accomplished today was we read the Ramen Room book, and that's nice. We've been wanting that for a while. We've got those screenshots, so we can decipher runes and everything. And I'll examine those pages, see if I can find the pattern for the word. That's a puzzle I'm going to have to work on offline because it's not coming to me now. I tried it, but I've got those screenshots and I can try that offline, or try figuring that out offline. And then yeah, this, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do here. I mean, people come up with the most stupid ass names for art like this. They really do. They just come up with completely trash names. I have no appreciation. I appreciate art, but have no appreciation for modern abstract surrealism or whatever it is. I really don't. So this isn't even a fun puzzle for me. This is just like pointless. Yeah, like pointless. I'm picking up coins as if I'm going to get to keep these coins. I won't get to keep these coins. I won't get to use them in any way. I wish I could store them down in the tomb or something outside the estate where they wouldn't reset, but I do not get to do that. All right, let's go to Blackbridge. All right. Doesn't look like Samantha Hayes is going to be an admin code, even a fake admin code. So I'm just going to call it a day there. We'll, that was day 33. It had a couple of successes, but it also had a lot of frustrations. We'll see you for day. We'll see you all for day 34. Thank you for being with me. Excuse my frustrations. You know, it's mainly just upset with myself, or disappointed myself in my lack of ability to solve these puzzles. So this was day 33. Mount Holly, Architect's Jigsaw House, 5 drafting rooms, 3 puzzle rooms, 35 total rooms. Rank reached 9. We never did eat dinner. Steps taken 111. Items found 13. New rooms 1. I think the new room was the attic. That was the new room for today. Yeah. Okay. And that was it. We'll see you for day 34. Well, have a good one, all. Have a good one. See ya.